Conference. They are coached by Mr. Michael Matthews and Ms. Tina Frost. Tonight's officials are Don.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to DC Everest softball.
And Glenda Smith.
We are just getting ready to be under the way. We've got
Kurt Schmidt.
DC Everest top in the conference versus Wausau West sitting at the bottom of the conference. Everest coming off some great wins over Stevens Point last week, Tuesday in the conference. So a 4-2 win coming from behind, and after a slow start in the second game, taking the lead 8-3 with a grand slam for Paige Kislow. So we look forward to bringing you some more action here on the CW Zaleski Sports Network. My name's Tony Hollander. I'll be your play-by-play with production here today. So again, thank you for tuning in and watching along. Hopefully we have good moments throughout this whole thing. I have a little bit of some weakness out there. Coaches meeting going on right now as everything gets set. Then we will have a announcement here, or the introductions for the starting lineups. Followed by your first pitch. So a lot more action coming. We appreciate everything and everybody, all our sponsors that are doing it. You'll see our sponsors in the lower left-hand corner of the broadcast.
Okay, here are your starting lineups.
Well, here are the starting lineups. As I'll let the announcer take it away.
At shortstop, number 2, Claire. In center field, number 7, Autumn. Over at third, number 12, Taylor. Number 11, pitching today, Madison Olsen. Out at left field, number 9, Allison Kirk. Starting at catcher, number 17, Sophia Piper. Way over at right field, number 19, Ella Lambrecht. Starting at first, number 10, Aiden Gallagher. Rounding out the line for the Wausau West Warriors at second base, number 15, Miranda Nelson. And now introducing the players and their designated teacher, Mr. C.J. Hansen. Thank you. Well, today is a beautiful afternoon to celebrate Teacher Appreciation Day here at the Everest Softball Complex. Each player has invited a teacher who has inspired, motivated, encouraged, and or left a positive impression. Time here at Everest. So we will introduce each player and their teacher. Senior Cassidy Eckes and Senior High Social Studies teacher, Mrs. Willershine. Junior Paige Ritchie and Senior High English teacher, Mrs. Winkleman.
Set up. We apologize for.
Oh, go too?
Oh, no balls, 2 strikes.
Oh!
There's the foul ball. Again, apologize about the connection here. Phone overheated. See, there's a drive by Hammond in right center field, all the way back to the fence. And Matthews is sending McKenna Hammond home and able to get that one. So Kira gets a stand-up triple. Everest is on the board first, 1-0. So Haley Schmidt up to bat now for the Evergreens. We are working on the connection, so if you are watching patiently, we appreciate that. Ball inside. 2-0 the count.
Come on, give it a ride.
So Haley Schmidt right up there in the top of the conference for batting. 3-0. Let's see if Coach Matthews gives her the green light to go. There's a strike. Looked like she was taking the whole way. 3-1. There's a foul ball back, and the count is full. Three-two count, 11 pitches on so far for Madison Olson. Foul ball. So Schmidt staying alive. Olson already got 12 pitches so far. Again, conference standings. Two big ones last week, Tuesday. Everest took from Stevens Point. They went in that game tied 7-5. Schmidt flies out to the shortstop for the first out. Callista Fuhrer up to bat. This has got a 462. Left is right there. Got tag up. It's not going to be in time here. Able to get the sacrifice fly there is Fuhrer. So Kislow, the game winner pretty much last week Tuesday for the second game. Everest down. Early on in that doubleheader. In the second game, Everest was cruising right along, had bases loaded, and Kissel put it up and over the fence. So definitely one more right there. Ooh. Kissel right back to Olson. Olson just gets her glove up. So glad she was able to protect herself right there. And we have a courtesy runner for the pitcher coming in. Number 11. Isabel Lang, if I'm not mistaken. Isabel Lang in there.
Number 11 for the pitcher.
So Zimmerman up. Takes a strike right down the middle. Change up by Olson. So with the delivery, there's a drive. Going down, drop it in front of the center fielder. And Zimmerman gets a nice hit. Line drive hit. Paige Kissel advances to second. Zimmerman off at first. So Zuliger up now for DC Everest, 381 average in the conference. She comes in with 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 6 RBIs. Let's see if she can add to this one. There's a drive. That one's high. And Autumn back there, Autumn Hughes not able to make that catch. 1 run scores. Going for 3. There's down. See if there's any advancement trying to go home. And there is not. So 2 triples in this inning already for the Evergreens. And Coach Jamie Hughes out there to talk to Madison Olson, with Zich coming up to bat.
All right, Mads, level swing here.
So there's a little bit of a break here. Maddie Zich coming in. Let's see if I can get some stats on here. Got him here somewhere in all my paperwork. So Maddie Zich coming in, playing 5 games, 13 plate appearances, 1 run, 4 hits, 2 doubles on the year, 1 RBI, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, hitting a .333 average. So every 3 at bats, she's on 1. See if this is that 1 this time around. That one's high. So 18 pitches already on the afternoon here for Olson. This is a game 1 of 2. Just getting us started here. There's a drive right up the middle, right past Olson. Zuliger comes in to score. And Zich puts this one right up the middle for a single. So batting around, Lexi Crawford up to bat. Final batter, Crawford with a .389 average. 7 runs, 7 hits. 2 doubles and a triple in the year. There's strike 1 called. And Crawford connects on that one. Zich stays at second. No advancement there. So coming back around to the top, McKenna Hammond. So already 5-0 here in the top of the bottom of the first. And she was on safely with an error on the first baseman, not able to hold on to the ball. That one's low. Nothing happening on the bases there. So runners on first and second. And I'm missing all the runs. Look at that. Apologize about that, folks. Going to do everything on my own here. Hammond puts that up. Autumn Hughes underneath that. And that's going to end us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, 5 runs, 1 error, and 2 left on for DC Everest. We appreciate you following along here on CW Zaleski Sports, and we will be right back.
Seasons Golf of Wausau is the area's only indoor golf facility and sports bar to offer leagues, tournaments, corporate events, birthday parties, open tee times, kids summer camps, and much more. Call 715-679-3769 to book your tee time.
Again, we appreciate all of our sponsors that are here. We've got Joan Matthews, Coldwell Banker. It's been a great sponsor of Everest softball, Everest fast pitch, I should say. Kissel coming back out after throwing 13 pitches in that first inning, and we've got Allison Kirsch up to bat. Kirsch sees the first one. There's ball one outside. There's another ball low. Kirsch starting off 2-0. Kissel coming with the delivery. Kirsch standing there ready. Takes strike one. Good crowd atmosphere here for this in-town showdown. There's a drive by Allison Kirsch. That one's off to the fence. Kirsch going. Crawford went up high. Kirsch gets down. So Kirsch gets a double. Catcher Sophia Peisig up to bat. Sophia Peisig. Kissel coming. Sophia puts that one right down on the ground, advancing over. Crawford covers first, able to get that. Kirsch over on the sacrifice bunt. So, Ella Lambrick up to bat for the Warriors. Kirsch on third. Good drop down bunt there by Sophia Peisig on that one. Lambrick up. Let's see if West can get one run in here in the top of the second inning. So again, Everest coming in with top of the conference here, 7-1. Wausau West 0-6. So looks back. Oh, a double play there. Kissel gets the ground out. Ella gets put out on a 1-3 with Allison Kirsch getting a 3-2 for the third out. And we'll be right back here on the CW Zaleski Sports broadcast. Thank you for watching.
Want free? Really free rewards checking? We got that. Need a mortgage? Fast and local, which we actually keep?
We've got that.
Want debit card control at your fingertips? Turn it on or off from your smartphone.
How about real-time transaction notifications too?
We got that.
At Valley Communities Credit Union, we've got that, and you can get it too. Call or visit any of our 5 locations to talk with a VCCU team member today.
All right, we're back here at DC Everest softball fields, where it is Teacher Appreciation Day for Everest. So pre-game, they had a bunch of teachers out there, and just want to say thank you to all those teachers that have definitely given their time to educate these students. Student athletes definitely learn a lot here on the field, but primarily out in the classroom. So thank all of them this time around, as they put a lot of time and effort in there. So last inning, the Evergreens batted around. They had 5 runs on 6 hits, 1 error on the Warriors with 2 left on base. But they were able to bat around and get 5 up on the board. Everest so far have been able to have 2 on base. Not able to do any damage by getting any of those out up on the scoreboard. Again, Levin Olson out there pitching for Wausau West. Struggled a little bit in that first inning, but first up is Kira Hammond, and takes strike 1. First time around, she had a triple, knocked in her sister, McKenna. Let's see what kind of damage she can do this time. And we're 1-1. Olson comes in with 3 games played, all 3 losses, 12 and 2/3 inning pitch. He's given up 33 hits, 26 runs, 14 have earned, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a 7.74 average. 3-0 count here, or 3-1 count on Hammond. Nobody on, and Matthews probably giving her the swing away. There it is. Drive right back up to center field. Hughes right there to get it in. Hammond rounds first. And has 2-2 on the day. So Haley Schmidt up to bat for Everest. Schmidt is one of the top leaders in the conference with a 4.29 average. These stats are updated through May 5th. There's inside. Everest definitely being patient up at the plate here today. Wilson with the delivery. That one's right down the middle. Kira Hammond able to go on the steal. So now Schmidt's got one waiting to be knocked in on a 1-1 count. There's a drive. Taylor goes down, gets that one. Safe at first and at third. So runners on at the corners for Everest. Taylor Hughes goes down, gets it, not able to get that over to the first base. Now up to bat is Callista Fuhrer. Schmidt advances over to second, so now Callista's got 2 out there for scoring position. against the fence line, not able to do it, not able to make that grab is the catcher for West, Sophia Peisig. And may just be just a little bit outside of.
Come on.
Out of the count, so Fuhr. And 2-1 is the count. We got time called. Mason gives the sign. Schmidt out at second. Hammond at first, or at third. There's high, ball 2, or 3. 3-1. Goes to Fuhr. Again, 462 average. Here. That one's going deep. That one's in right center field. Fuhr's going to knock one in. Schmidt coming around. Going to stand up.
Five, courtesy runner from the catcher.
Paige Ritchie out there, courtesy runner for Callista. Up to bat now is the pitcher, Paige Kislow. Got a single in the first inning. Inside. Foul ball. Coach Matthews down there trying to grab that one.
That's you tell the girls that.
Fans giving Coach Mike Matthews a little bit of a hard time down on third. Didn't sacrifice his body and put his body in front of that one. Went right by him. 7-0 here. And Kissel, Autumn makes that catch out in center field. So sacrifice hit there or sacrifice fly for Paige Kislow. Advancing that runner over to third. Allie Zimmerman, right fielder, up to bat. With close to with there's a drive. Coach Matthews, down by Coach Matthews once more. Bottom of the second, Everest leading here 7-0. Pitch coming from Olsen. That one's foul ball. 0-2 count on Allie Zimmerman. So Madison Olsen. There's a drive for Zimmerman. That's deep. That's going to Page. Scores from third on the sacrifice fly by Zimmerman. great job by the Evergreens to 2 consecutive sacrifice hits to score that runner. Clouds are coming over a little bit, giving a little bit of relief. Riley Zuliger right there. And Allison Kirsch able to get that one out there in left field. Couldn't even get the counts up there really quick. And that's going to do it for this half of the inning. And Everest able to score 3 more on 3 hits. So 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to our broadcast here today on the CW Zaleski Sportscast.
Want free? Really free rewards checking? We got that. Need a mortgage? Fast and local, which we actually keep?
We've got that.
Want debit card control at your fingertips? Turn it on or off from your smartphone.
How about real-time transaction notifications too?
We got that.
At Valley Communities Credit Union, we've got that, and you can get it too. Call or visit any of our 5 locations to talk with a VCCU team member today.
All right, so we're back here at the top of the 3rd. Kislow pitching. She's got 1 strikeout so far, which was a looking strikeout on Claire Healy. Up to bat here is number 10, Aiden Galligan, followed by Miranda Nelson with the leadoff batter, Claire Healy, coming up in the 3rd. And so far, the Warriors haven't scored a run. They got 2 hits. They have 1 left on base. So Aiden Galligan up to bat. Ball 1. Kissel being very efficient here today with very few pitches. As Everest leads 8-0. There's an inside pitch. Foul ball. Evening it up at 2-2. Got beautiful weather. Barely a breeze out there. If there is, it's very minimal. Not really going to affect this early game. Unlike some of the previous games here that we've broadcasted. Comes the pitch. And dumping right there on a line drive. Right to the shortstop. There's ball 1. This is a Miranda Nelson that's up to bat. And a strike 1 called. And we got some great matchups that are coming up here in the last part of the week here for conference play. We'll get to that here in just a second. Just outside, ball 2. Going to be a big battle on the diamond for Everest next week, Tuesday. Kislow pitching. Ball low. 3-1 count. Count. We'll see what Nelson's doing. There's ball 4. So So the third batter on base for Wausau West. We're back to the top of the order with Claire Healy, number 2, shortstop.
You play baseball? I play baseball.
There's a foul ball back. Again, great action coming here next week. Today's games, we have West and Everest happening here right on CW Sports and Lusky Sports. Cooperative broadcast here, so we appreciate everyone tuning in and following along. 1-1's the count. Up in Merrill is Point and Merrill, so we'll see if there's any way to figure out scores there. Healy gives a little poke to left field. Hammond's right there to make that catch. So McKenna Hammond making the catch there. Number 7, Autumn Hughes up to bat. Last time around, she grounded out to the shortstop with an easy 6-3 put out on the scorecard. There's a bunt right back to the pitcher. And even with the speed, not able to do anything. So 1-3 is that final out there. So faster than I can put outs and everything else up there. We going into the bottom of the third. Massimo still pitching. So after 2.5, the Wausau West trails the DC Everest Evergreens 0-8. Next up will be the Evergreens here on Zaleski CW Sports, and we will be right back.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip? Need more fun in your life? Hit the trails with an ATV or side-by-side from Bill's Service Center. At Bill's.
In my neighborhood, if we have a problem with our heating, everyone knows who to call, and that's Dan Service Plus.
On our street, there's only one company that we trust for our plumbing, and that's Dan Service Plus.
No matter how cold or hot it is outside, home comfort is important to us. When we need maintenance, we know who to call, and that is Dan Service Plus.
Dan Service Plus is now your exclusive Daikin Comfort Pro dealer, featuring Daikin Comfort for Life. Dan Service Plus, one call does it all.
All right, back here at DC Everest Field. Was going through the schedule remaining. Everest on the top of the conference at 7-1. They're hosting Everest and West on the doubleheader here today. Already leading 8-0. Marshfield Tigers at 7-2. So a game behind DC Everest has an idle day today. So no Wisconsin Valley Conference opponent may have another game in progress, but nothing today. There's strike 1 called. So up to bat is Riley Zuliger. Zich is up to. There's a drive to right field. Coming in is the right fielder and making the grab. Next up is number 13, Lexi Crawford.
Number 13, Lexi Crawford.
And strike 1 call. Team nickname obviously is Crawdaddy. Our announcer here consistently refers to her as. There's a pop-up infield right to shortstop. Claire Healy making that catch.
Healy with the catch for out number 2. Here at the bottom of the third. Brings up number 23.
So we're back to the top of the lineup. Number 23, McKenna Hammond. 0 for 1 on the day. Got on the first inning and an error on the first base.
Oh, he did.
There's Olsen with the pitch. Coming in there, there's another pop fly here. Kirsch out there in left field. Drops the ball, Hammond's still going.
Hammond with a stand-up double brings up center fielder number 12.
Come on, kid.
So it looked to be had made the left fielder run a little bit and ended up dropping that one. So Kira Hammond up to bat. Olsen with the delivery. There's strike 1 called. We got 2 outs. 8-0. 1 runner in scoring position, which is McKenna Hammond, Kira Hammond, key, as you can hear in the background. There's a drive, there's a foul ball.
All right, Key, come on now.
From some of the fans around here.
How come they got over and I did?
Oh, 2 Olsen at 45 pitches so far through 2 2/3. There's a drive right past Maddie Olsen. And McKenna's going to score. Kira Hammond gets a single with an RBI. And up to bat is going to be Haley Schmidt. Haley is 1 and 2 on the day. Has a stolen base. And nothing going there. 1-0 count, 2 outs. Nothing. And a high ball. Kirsch making a run for it. Foul ball, dropping in foul territory, about a foot outside that line. 1-1. Everest definitely making the outfielders work here today for the Warriors. Again, always glad that you're joining us here on CW Sportscast. Tony Hollander here bringing you all the play-by-play action. There's a drive to Claire Healy. Healy gets it over. And it's safe at second, so great running there by Kira Hammond. Able to be off the ball on time. Schmitz gets an infield single. So Callista Fuhrer up to bat. Fuhrer's batting a .462, on base percentage is a .500. Ball in the ground. Callista's got, there's a delivery. That one's Taylor Hughes makes a great snag there at third base to end that inning. So not able to do anything on there is one run, 2 hits, 2 errors on the Warriors.
I want to thank Coach Rasmussen for always being there for me. I'm so thankful that I have been able to call my strength and conditioning coach for these past few years, and I'm thankful for you
We're just going to keep it right here. You can listen into.
And in the weight room. I've been happened so much this year because you have pushed me. It wouldn't have been possible without you. Thank you so much for being here for not only me, but for the whole team.
As always, we do thank our sponsors. We have King's Camper that is there. And you'll see that in the lower left-hand corner. You've got Valley Community Credit Union. You've got some of our corporate sponsors, Bill Service Center, Fleet Farm, Dan Service Plus, another great sponsor. You see their commercial here every so often. And we want to give definitely a thanks to Joe Matthews. We want a real estate agent who will really listen to what we want in a home. Call Joan. Matthews Coldwell Banker at 715-574-6011. Need an agent who knows how to effectively market your home so it sells? Call Joan Matthews at 715-574-6011. The real estate market is red hot at this time, and you need Coldwell Bankers Joan Matthews to help guide you in the market and care for your financial goals. Plus, Joan lives in Schofield and knows your neighborhood. Visit Joan Matthews to schedule an appointment today. Swing and a miss there. We got strike one. We're at the top of the fourth here. There's a slow roller. Foul ball. So here we've got, this is Taylor Hughes that's up to bat for Madison West. So Taylor Hughes, Madison Olson, Allison Kirsch will be your first three batters. Taylor leads the Warriors with a .462 average, ball one. Good waste pitch there by Kislow. Comes into this game with 13 at-bats, 1 run, 6 hits, 2 RBIs, 1 walk, and a strikeout. Just got a sacrifice hit. And a stolen base. Her on-base percentage is a .500. So 2-2 here in the battle of Kislow versus Hughes. There's a drive right back to Kislow, reaches down, snags that one. So 1-3. It's a quick put out. So what Everest has been able to do, West has not been able to do, and that's stopped those line drives going right through the infield. So up to bat now is the pitcher, number 11, Madison Olson. And the drive right off the ankle of Coach Jamie Hughes there. There's a high reach up there. Olson not able to get the first, and that's Zuliger. Matty Zitch is out there instead of Schmidt. Two outs, there's ball one. So Allison Kirsch up for the Warriors, playing left field here today. There's a ball low, so 2-0.
Left fielder, Allison Kirsch.
Foul ball off Allison. A beautiful day here if you're able to make it down to DC Everest Fields. Got a little bit of a breeze that's starting to pick up. Looks like it's coming in from the third base side. So coming in from left field to right field. You can see the flag on left center. There's a poke right there, Duffin right there, able to run over, grab that one. So Great job there by Dufferin to go out and grab that one. Everest or West goes 1, 2, 3, so 0 hits, 0 runs, no errors, and 0 left on base for the Warriors. And we, once again, thank you for tuning in. We'll listen to one of our sponsors here right on CW Sportscast. We'll be right back.
In my neighborhood, if we have a problem with our heating, everyone knows who to call, and that's Dan Service Plus.
On our street, there's only one company that we trust for our plumbing, and that's Dan Service Plus.
No matter how cold or hot it is outside, home comfort is important to us. When we need maintenance, we know who to call, and that is Dan Service Plus.
Dan Service Plus is now your exclusive Daikin Comfort Pro dealer, featuring Daikin Comfort for Life. Dan Service Plus, one call does it all.
All right, we are back here at DC Everest Field as Maddie Olson still warming up on the mound. Again, we thank our great sponsors here, King's Campers, Joan Matthews, Valley Community Credit Unions, and Dan Service Plus for their great sponsorship here for Everest Fast Pitch. DC Everest leads here. DC Everest leads Wausau West 9-0, top of the 4th inning. Or excuse me, bottom of the 4th inning. Wilson's got 50 pitches in already this afternoon.
Let's go,
Paige Kissel up to bat. Pitch. Kissel on the afternoon has a single in the 1st inning, flew out, sacrifice fly in the 2nd inning. There's a drive to left center field. Autumn Hughes, center fielder, on the run. And we got no play, stand-up double there for Kissel. So Kissel goes 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI. So Isabel Lang goes in for a courtesy run for Paige Kissel. So Allie Zimmerman, right fielder, up to bat. One runner in scoring position. Ball gets released, gets past the second, or the shortstop. Coach Mike Matthews holds the runner at 3rd. Zimmerman rounds first base pretty big there.
Brings up number 14, third baseman Riley Zuliger.
Runners on the corner here for Coach Mike Matthews. With Riley Zuliger up to bat. Second and short, playing a little deep. 1st and 3rd, right on the line. There's a poke by Zuliger out to left field. Allison Kirsch right there, able to grab that one, gets it in to Healy, and there's no advancement on any base. So great job, great execution there by the Warriors. So number 20, Maddie Zitch, up to bat for DC Everest. There's a poke right over. Great base running there by Isabel Lang right there. Able to get Maddie Zitch on first. Number 21 coming in for
21. Hold on, batter. Got it. There we go.
Taking the time there. Megan Wistrom, number 21. Batting in there for Lexi Crawford.
Tight. Come on, Megan. Have some fun out there.
0-1 the count. There's a poke to over the first base. We got 1 run that scores. We're having 2 runs that scores. Zitch is going to hold up on first.
Stay tight and wait. Patience.
So both Isabel Lane and Allie Zimmerman come around to score. Maddie Zitch gets over from first to third. And now Megan Wistrom is over on first base. Back to the top of the order, McKenna Hammond up to bat. And the foul ball stays in the glove. Wilson up to 56 pitches. Everest leading 11-0.
2 more, babe. You got 2 more.
You have 1 out. Talking back here by our fans here at DC Everest. There's a nice poke. That one goes right between the short and third base, scoring Zitch.
Go, Kia.
Nice hit by Hammond, driving another run.
And runners on first and second, so Megan Wistrom and McKenna Hammond on your bases. And Key Hammond up to bat. There's a drive, pop fly. Autumn Hughes calling for it. Center fielder gets it into Healy. And great relay. And the runner's not able to advance on that one. It's runners on first and second. There's a poke there. Hughes lets that one drop. Schmidt.
Come on, 5. Let's go, Paige. You got this.
Paige Ritchie in for Callista Fuhr.
Wait for it.
This is the 9th batter of the inning for Everest, so 2 big innings going around. Ball high 1. So over on first is Megan Wistrom. On first, or on second is McKenna Hammond. And Haley Schmidt. It's going to be singles coming up here. DC Everest scores 1 more. It's 13-0. And we've batted around. There's a poke, gets past Healy. And Everest looks like they're going to be taking 1 at a time here. Number 11 for Paige Kislow, Isabel Lang going in. If Kislow gets a single and scores 1 more run. Hughes goes diving off in the foul territory, making the grab.
Nice effort, 12. Nice effort.
Great grab there by the third baseman, Taylor Hughes, making that grab and ending the run for DC Everest, but not before DC Everest is able to score a bunch here, leading 14-0 as we transition over to the top of the fifth. So I appreciate everybody tuning in here. 14-0. Thank our Grassland Dairy for being a great big sponsor here. King's Campers, Joan Matthews, Dan Service Plus, Bill Service Center, Valley Community Credit Unions.
Mr. Brian Schmidt is recognized by Megan Wistrom.
So again, we appreciate everybody for being out here. This is a Teacher Appreciation Day here for Everest. All the players brought players out there, or brought teachers out there that had a impact on their life, on their career here at DC Everest. So definitely something good and positive to be about.
For the number 4 spot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A bunch of changes that are happening right now. Out there warming up for Wausau, or for DC Everest right now is Cassie Eckes. So she comes in with a 1.56 ERA. Did a great job against Spash last week. Started off a little slow in the second game of the doubleheader against Spash. Ended up giving up 3 runs on 5 hits, but really quick turned it around and shut the Panthers down, retiring the next 10 batters before anything could happen, but didn't give up a run. That one was the game of the bad weather. So after Everest took a big lead there, off of a grand slam for Kislow, was able to turn it around and keep the win. So Everest got out of that one. So Cassidy Eckes is now your pitcher for the game. So if Heisig puts that one down, but Dufferin able to get to that one and puts a 6-3 out. Zitch still playing first. So, number 19, Ella Lambrick, your right fielder, up to bat. There's a strike called. And a foul ball. So 0-2 count. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 outs, Aiden Galligan up to bat. Five pitches thrown for Eckes. Aiden Galligan in the bat. There's a swing, foul ball.
Number 10, Aiden Galligan.
Comes the delivery. Swinging and not making any connection there either. 0-2. if West is able to get on a scoring run here and get 5 on the board, this will do it for the game 1, which then we will take about a 15-20 minute break here. Let the players rest up, get a little food. There's a little drive back to Eckes. Eckes throws it over to Zich. Zich takes that catch, and that one's going to do it. So we are through the first game as DC Everest wins this one 14-0. We'll take some commercials, and then we'll be right back just to kind of wrap this one up here on CWZ and Zaleski Sports.
He's warm. He's warm.
In my neighborhood, if we have a problem with our heating, everyone knows who to call, and that's Dan Service Plus.
On our street, there's only one company that we trust for our plumbing, and that's Dan Service Plus.
No matter how cold or hot it is outside, home comfort is important to us. When we need maintenance, we know who to call, and that is Dan Service Plus.
Dan Service Plus is now your exclusive Daikin Comfort Pro dealer, featuring Daikin Comfort for Life. Dan Service Plus, one call does it all.
Want free? Really free rewards checking? We got that. Need a mortgage? Fast and local, which we actually keep?
We've got that.
Want debit card control at your fingertips? Turn it on or off from your smartphone.
How about real-time transaction notifications too?
We got that.
At Valley Communities Credit Union, we've got that, and you can get it too. Call or visit any of our 5 locations to talk with a VCCU team member today.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement?
That's gross.
All right, so as the song comes back out, our final numbers here for this afternoon as DC Everest does take West in 4.5 innings. So one rule is playing in effect. After 5 innings, if the home team is winning, it's done by 10. So they scored 14 runs on 19 hits. There were 3 errors by Wausau West, and DC Everest ended up leaving 7 on base. 3 of those came in the last inning, and rightfully so, as Coach Matthews was taking 1 base at a time with a hit. On the Warriors side, they had 0 runs. They had 2 hits. They had 3 errors, and they left 2 on base. So not able to do anything as far as that goes. So we'll take a short break here. We'll leave it right on our sign, and we appreciate everybody that's following along here this afternoon. Thanks again for tuning in to the CW Sportscast, partnering with Zaleski Sports. And the final for the game 1 is DC Everest 14, West 0. And we will be back. All right, so welcome back here to CW Zaleski Sports. Appreciate you tuning in here for DC Everest Fast Pitch, where we have Wausau West Warriors and DC Everest facing off. So this is game 2 of the matchup, in which DC Everest won the first game 14-0. They still maintain they now extend their lead 2 games over Marshfield Tigers. So they are now 8-1. Marshfield is 7-2. So we'll get to the lineups here in just a little bit as we get going here, but upcoming games for the Wisconsin Valley Conference as we have today's games. Wausau West, DC Everest, game 2 getting ready to start here shortly. Stevens Point at Merrill. I do not have a score anywhere there, but if I am able to get one, I will certainly be happy to update you. So comment in the sections if anybody knows what that is. We have Wausau East traveling to Rapids. That was a doubleheader. So all three of the 4 top of the conference is in action. Marshfield is idle here today, so not much going on there. Last week was a big week for in the conference. You had DC Everest taking a pair away from Spash. They won 4-2 and then 8-3. Marshfield Merrill was rained out in game 2, but not before Marshfield was able to take 1 game. So most of the conference was hoping for a split between Point and Everest to keep the standings nice and tight, but that did not happen as Everest had other plans. So definitely some great games that are coming up here later this week. Game 2 of the Merrill will be traveling to Marshfield. That game will be played tomorrow at 5 p.m. I would venture to guess that one will be brought to you right here on Zaleski Sports. On Thursday, June 3rd, you have Wausau East and Wausau West that are going to face off in the crosstown rivalry. One of those, either one team or both teams could come out with a win there. So see who's at the bottom of the conference at that one. Monday, June 7th will be Merrill at Wausau West. That's a doubleheader. And then wrapping things up next Tuesday is going to be a big matchup. You got the top 4 teams in the conference that are going to be going head-to-head. Marshfield will be traveling to Stevens Point there at Woyak Field, where they will play a doubleheader. That one starts at 4 p.m. Wisconsin Rapids travels here to DC Everest softball fields. So all 4 at the top of the conference going to be in action. We will be bringing you that action live right here on CW Sportscast in partnership with Zaleski Sports for that game. So definitely some good action that's coming your way next week, Tuesday, as the conference schedule does wrap up at that point. So some great action that's coming your way. I should say that we had a great matchup again last week when Everest traveled to Spash. I was able to call that one right on Zaleski Sports, and exciting games. It got called in the 5th inning as the rainstorms came in, and we got challenged with that. So definitely a lot of action that's coming your way in the next week here within the Wisconsin Valley Conference. This one is going to be going to start off where Wausau West being the home team. So they stay at the same fields, but they're playing that doubleheader. They switch off. So the order for DC Everest is number 23, McKenna Hammond, playing left field, starting us off. Number 12, Kira Hammond, center field. Number 18, Haley Schmidt at first base. They're going to be your starting 3, your first 3 batters of the game. So here we go. Kirsch out on the mound there for Wausau West, and starts the game off, game 2, with a strike. We are 1-1 here. There's one going. Maddie Olson goes underneath her glove, not able to get it over to Galligan before Hammond crosses the base. So error on shortstop there to start things off as McKenna Hammond gets over on base. You're hearing Coach Matthews shouting out there. Key Hammond, sister, gets the ball up there. And Sophia Pisek puts that one over in right field. McKenna Hammond touches second, not going anywhere, gets the ball in over to shortstop. So advancing over to second on a catcher error. So 2 errors already on Wausau West, and we're only through 1 batter. So that first pitch was called a ball, as she was able to pull back and not offer. There's a strike called. Coach Matthews now changing it a little bit. So instead of giving it instead of Coach Matthews giving the bunt signal, it looked like he was allowing Key Hammond there to swing away. She pokes that one over the right field. Second baseman not able to get over to that one. McKenna Hammond around third, and there's nothing there. So we got runners on the corner. Again, pitching is Allison Kirsch, freshman. A strike, then Taylor Hughes going up to grab that one as McKenna Hammond came off. Stolen base there for Kira Hammond. There's a poke for Haley Schmidt right past Allison Kirsch. But that's not before both McKenna and Key Hammond both score on this one. So RBI double or RBI single for Schmidt. And Everest on the board early, 2-0. Ball out of play there. Fortune did not know where that one went, so glad that one didn't come up and over where we are at. Delivery from Kirsch, that one's high. 1-1. That one's up and over. We thank all of our sponsors here. Changeup not going anywhere there. 2 balls, 2 strike as that dribbles one over the plate. There's a drive. Callista Fuhrer right past Kirsch once again. And Everest taking 1 base at a time.
Up the middle, I love it. Courtesy runner 5 for the catcher. There you go.
Paige Ritchie now courtesy running for number 27, Callista Fuhrer. And your designated player, number 16, Paige Kislow. I've mentioned in the past. In the last game, Kislow came up and put a bomb over left field in the game against Spash and put the Everest fast pitch team up 6-3. Never looked back after that. Ground ball to second. Second base throwing that one over to Hughes at third. Not going anywhere, hitting the runner. So Allie Zimmerman. Up to bat. Strike one called. Bases loaded, no outs. Everest poised to do some major damage here. There's a pitch coming right to Madison Olson. Olson to second base, over to first, not able. One run scores in on the fielder's choice for Zimmerman. As Zimmerman is safe. Paige Ritchie over to third. Kislow was out on a 6-4 for the first out, with Zimmerman on first. And a strike called. Again, Allison Kirsch out there, pitching for Wausau West. There's an outside corner called. Maybe that the ump wants him to swing a little bit there. A little bit outside. Great view by our camera here. There's right down the middle. Madison Olson able to get it. There you go. So another run coming in across on the fielder's choice. Allie Zimmerman out on a 6-4. Riley Zuliger over to first. And Paige Ritchie scores. So 4-0. Ball gets past the catcher, Sophia Peissig. Riley Zuliger advances the second on that pass ball. And there's a high. Oh, 2-0 is Deffrins up to bat. Not getting the call there on the edge there. So 3-0. On deck is going to be number 13, Lexi Crawford, who plays second base. That'll take us through the top of the lineup. So Everest starting strong in the second game. And a strike called there. Abby's taking that one the whole way. Solid first game. In the field. And there's ball 4. So runners on first and second. Everest leading 4-0 with Lexi Crawford up to bat. See if she can get one run in. There's strike one called. Isaac doing a great job behind the plate, both last game and this one. Calling for this little high. Trying to get Lexi to chase that one. That's a no-go. Now 1-1. That one called high, not by much. 2-1. Kirsch keeping her arm warm with 26 pitches so far in this half inning. That one's down and in the ground. That one did not miss by much, but it was just a little bit high. So bases loaded here for McKenna Hammond. There's a strike, high one, as Hammond ducks down a little bit, trying to not get that call against her. That one's inside. That one looked about the same spot as the last one, but I'm saying that was a ball. So 1-1. Again, we're through top of the first here. McKenna Hammond up to bat. And strike two on the outside corner. 1-2, bases loaded, 2 outs. See if Everest is able to capitalize off this one. A jam shot right over to third base, takes the third base unassisted there. So a dribbler over to Hughes on that one, on the unassisted, and leaving 3 base runners. There's no errors. 6 hits, 4 runs, and 3 left on base. We are through the first half inning here at DC Everest softball field here on CW Sports. We will be right back.
In my neighborhood, if we have a problem with our heating, everyone knows who to call, and that's Dan Service Plus.
On our street, there's only one company that we trust for our plumbing, and that's Dan Service Plus.
No matter how cold or hot it is outside, home comfort is important to us. When we need maintenance, we know who to call, and that is Dan Service Plus.
Dan Service Plus is now your exclusive Daikin Comfort Pro dealer, featuring Daikin Comfort for Life. Dan Service Plus, one call does it all.
All right, welcome back again. We thank you for tuning in and watching as Warriors and Evergreens crosstown teams, schools play each other. First game was taken by DC Everest with 14-0. We are in the bottom of the first inning. Everest just finishing up their warm-ups. Thank you to all of our sponsors: Joan Matthews, Realtor, Coldwell Banker, Valley Community Credit Unions, Dan Service Plus, and King's Camper, along with some of our corporate sponsors for Zaleski Sports, Midstate Technical College, Bill's Service Center, Fleet Farm. So Claire Healy, number 2, left fielder, starting things off here for the Warriors. There's a swing and a miss. Eckes is on the mound there for Everest. Finished the first game off, giving Kissel a break. There's a chopper over to first. Schmidt grabs that one on the tag. So Healy's out on unassisted there by the first base. Autumn Hughes up, center fielder. There's a drive. Schmidt's not going to mess around that time. I wasn't going to tag on him on that one. Got a little bit of a pushback from Claire on the first one. And just like that, we have 2 outs. There's a strike called. Setting up on the outside with the changeup, not getting that one. Taylor Hughes not chasing that one. So West was able to get 2 runners on last game. Let's see if they can start off stronger on this one. So strike there. Again, coming out here, Taylor Hughes, Yankee Hughes, leads the Warriors. There's a poke to second base. Lexi Crawford down on the ground, throwing that one over still, able to get that one. An interesting catch there, or ground ball to Lexi Crawford, but still able to get the 4-3 put out for the 3rd out. So after 1, there was no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base for the Warriors. DC Everest leads 4-0. And we will be right back.
Want free? Really free rewards checking? We got that. Need a mortgage? Fast and local, which we actually keep?
We've got that.
Want debit card control at your fingertips? Turn it on or off from your smartphone.
How about real-time transaction notifications too?
We got that.
At Valley Communities Credit Union, we've got that, and you can get it too. Call or visit any of our 5 locations to talk with a VCCU team member today.
All right, back here at DC Everest as Kirsch finishing her warm-ups. That first inning was very productive for Everest fast pitch. 4 runs, 6 hits. Fortunately, 3 left on base. They did bat around. Key Hammond up the bat to start us off in the second. So Kira Hammond up to bat. He's got a 423 on base percentage. That one gets right by Aiden Galligan. And right fielder gets that one in. Very close to, if that would have been a close call, there would have been a potentially an obstruction call there. So 1 pitch. And Key Hammond is out on second with a double. So Haley Schmidt, first base, up to bat. Single in the first. Pysick does a great job of scooping that one to get that one not getting past her. That is definitely something where we've seen a couple good catchers here today. Both Pysick and Fuhrer doing a great job keeping the ball in front, not many getting behind. I think caught the umpire there by off guard just a little bit. A couple darker clouds coming in, but we're behind the. Kirsch gets that one over to Galligan, but advances the runner over. Hammond just about got caught there in a rundown, but Kirsch takes the 1-3 put out wisely and gets the first out. Goes to Fuhrer up to bat. She's batting .462 through last week. through the 25th, so last week Tuesday. On base percentage is .500. So, well, that one gets up high. Runner on third, 1 out. Kirsch trying to paint the corner, not able to do anything on that one. So 3-0 count. We'll see if Calissa's got the go ahead, or the swing away on this one. I would venture to guess that there's a drive. That one's going deep, right center field. That is backed by the right fielder. Ella Lambrick going back to the fence to make the grab, but Fuhrer gets a sacrifice fly on that one. So Kislow up to bat here for Everest, and she takes one swing, and that's going out to center field where Autumn Hughes is right there. Gets that one into second base. So before he could even clear anything on there, one pitch, one bat. Kirsch up to 40 pitches on that one. Well, Everest bats are definitely alive today. Allie Zimmerman, right fielder, up to bat. There she's swinging. Madison Olson right there, able to make that catch on a line drive to shortstop. So line out to 6 there, ends that one for the inning. And they get 2 hits, 1 run, no errors, and 1 left on base. Again, we thank all of our sponsors here that make this broadcast capable. One of those great sponsors is Joan Matthews. So we want a real estate agent who really listens to what you want in a home? Call Joan Matthews, Coldwell Banker at 715-574-6011. Need an agent who knows how to effectively market your home so it sells? Call Joan Matthews, Coldwell Banker at 715-574-6011. The real estate market is red hot. And you need Coldwell Banker's Joan Matthews to help guide you in the market and care for your financial goals. Plus, Joan lives in Schofield and knows your neighborhood. Visit joanmatthews.com to schedule an appointment today. So again, great sponsorships here, making this broadcasting free for you. So without our sponsors, this broadcast is not available. So you see any of our local sponsors that you see in the lower left-hand corner of the broadcast, thank them for allowing you to see Everest Fast Pitch today. Up to bat is Madison Olson. And that goes to the shortstop on a 6-3. 1 pitch, 1 out. So Eckes trying to be as efficient as possible here. That was a low one. I'm not sure about that one, but looking back at her coach and sees that one, that's a strike 1 called. So Eckes only threw 6 pitches in that first inning. Only throwing 2 so far here. That one's going up. Schmidt right there, able to make that grab. So fly out to 3 on that one for our second out. Sophie Peissig, catcher for the Warriors, up to bat. Takes ball 1. On that pitch, Eckes, after 5 batters, gets to the double digits. So at this point, averaging about 2 pitches per player. There's a dribble ball. Sounded good. Not going anywhere. There's Crawford over there covering for Schmidt as she goes up and gets that. So 3-4. Put out. It's a dribbler goes down to first. And through 2, we've got Everest with 5. And Wausau West with 0. And we will be right back here on CW Sports and Zaleski Sports. You're looking for something, or?
We're having a debate. Is it Robin?
Allison. So Robin is still injured.
She is. Okay,
Yeah, she tore her ACL at first game in volleyball.
Okay.
So my daughter actually plays with most of these
Okay.
kids. So I know.
Gotcha.
So this actually works out good because I know them. I don't need to look at many rosters.
Right.
Yeah, Robin's probably
We
on
knew
the
it was
bench
a
number
curse.
1.
We weren't sure which one it was.
No, actually, Allison's bigger into softball than
Okay.
Robin, but Robin does like that. So.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for solving it.
Yeah, no problem. What did they say? Did they? She's not cleared yet. She's not cleared to play from. Hey, Joan. No, it's not Robin. It ain't Robin. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, she was just out there. Before, right?
Well, it's okay. They called when they were cold.
Actually, to solve the debate, she was just out there catching. She was just out there while Sophia was getting ready. So Allison was pitching to her sister Robin. Welcome back here to CW Sports as we get ready to go here. We are in the top of the 3rd. Everest leading 5-0. Allison getting that one. Second base getting that. Over to Galligan. So Miranda Nelson there at second base getting that over to Galligan. On a 5-3 put out for the first out. There's a first pitch ball. Kirsch throwing 42 pitches so far. Dufferin out there doing a great job. 067 batting average. 176 on the year. So Abby normally does not bat when Paige Kislow is on the mound. She will bat when Cassidy Eckes is pitching. So we got a strike. And we are 2-1. I'm falling behind in my count here myself. Kirsch on the delivery. Right down the middle. Dufferin right there to catch that one. Oh, Nelson making that one. So fly to 5 for the second out. Nelson doing a great job out there at second base. Bottom of the order here. Number 13, Lexi Crawford. Kirsch on the delivery. Called strike. Crawford, 389 batting average coming into this game. Drives that one between third and short for a single.
Go, short to memory. Let's go. You at bat here. You at bat.
So third time up for McKenna Hammond. Last time around, first up at the bat, she was on an error and scored a run. Second time up, to end the second inning, or in the first inning. To end the first inning, it was an unassisted hard ground ball to third base where Taylor Yaki Hughes was able to grab it and get it. And there's a goal. And Crawford steals. So now runner in scoring position for McKenna Hammond. And the count is 1-1. McKenna Hammond putting that one deep off the top of the Marshfield Clinic sign. Crawford comes around to score. So a long, deep single off the top of the Marshfield Clinic sign. Scores 1 run and only gets a single out of it. It still gets 1 run. So great stolen base there by Crawford, getting in scoring position. We'll see what Coach Matthews lines up there. That one's a driven ball right past first. And that one's going deep. McKenna Hammond's coming around, scoring all the way from first. And Kira Hammond gets a triple on that one. So Haley Schmidt coming up to bat here. That one's high. Hammond's not going anywhere. Tyson gets the ball back to Kirsch here really quick. So 51 pitches going really quick here. We're at top of 3. Again, if it should come into play, the run rule is 15 after 3 and 10 after 5. Kirsch down in the dirt. So 2-0 is the count against Haley Schmidt. Dribbled it back to the pitcher the last time up for the first out of the second inning. There's a strike called. First inning, got a 2 RBI single to start the scoring for Everest. It's a 2-1 count. There's a drive, right field. And Lambrick's right there. Hard. That was going to be really tough to see, but able to get it. So fly out to 9 for the third out for Haley Schmidt. And we end the top of the third. With a great play by the Warriors right fielder. Again, it's Everest 7, Wausau West 0. Here on CW Sportscast.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your
In my neighborhood, if we have a problem with our heating, everyone knows who to call, and that's Dan Service Plus.
On our street, there's only one company that we trust for our plumbing, and that's Dan Service Plus.
No matter how cold or hot it is outside, home comfort is important to us. When we need maintenance, we know who to call, and that is Dan Service Plus.
Dan Service Plus is now your exclusive Daikin Comfort Pro dealer, featuring Daikin Comfort for Life. Dan Service Plus, one call does it all.
no interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip?
All right, we're changing some things around here. So Kissel coming in and playing at third. Designated player can go ahead and do that. As long as the flex is not playing as well. And Zuliger, who was at third, is coming in to catch. So Callista is getting to sit out on this one. So number 19 right fielder, Ella Lambrick. Up to bat. Ball one's called. Eckes throwing 11 pitches so far in this game. Not doing too much work. Or 12 pitches. We missed one from last inning. There's ball two. So 2-0 count. I'm pretty sure she's got a little bit of a go-ahead on there. Lambrick. And Schmidt right there making the catch. And first out. Next up is number 10, first baseman Aiden Galligan. Aiden makes contact over to Crawford. Crawford throws it over to Schmidt for the putout. So a quick one pitch, 4-3. Put out for the second out. Number 15, Miranda Nelson, second base. Nelson goes down deep for that one. He was almost in the dirt there, but able to make contact. 1-1. Miranda Nelson is a freshman. Ball coming right back to where I'm at. I still move, even though I've got a fence that's protecting me. So 1-2. Great changeup there. Off-speed pitch for Eckes. Not able to get the outside corner. 2-2 is the count. Longest at-bat here for Eckes through 2 2/3 inning. One's down in the dirt. Count is full. See what Eckes does here. That one's high. So Nelson does a great job after being down. 1-2, draws the walk after with 3 straight balls. And West has their first base runner of the afternoon for game number 2. So 6 pitches at that at bat, 7 pitches at that at bat. There's a drive right to Crawford. Crawford down. And 2 outs. Crawford takes the easy one right at 2. So Claire Healy not able to do anything with that on the 4-6 put out there. The hard ground ball. DC Everest coming up next.
Want free? Really free rewards checking? We got that. Need a mortgage? Fast and local, which we actually keep?
We've got that.
Want debit card control at your fingertips? Turn it on or off from your smartphone.
How about real-time transaction notifications too?
We got that.
At Valley Communities Credit Union, we've got that, and you can get it too. Call or visit any of our 5 locations to talk with a VCCU team member today.
All right, as we come back here to the field.
Now that's a stretch.
Number 4, Robin Kirsch is coming in to play first base. Leaving is going to be Allison Kirsch. So Robin Kirsch comes in. Robin this past volleyball season unfortunately tore her ACL, so you can see there's a little bit of a brace on there. Great to see her back out there playing her in her senior year. So we're in the top of the 4th inning. Out pitching right now is going to be Autumn Hughes. They move some players around here. Aiden Galligan goes out to play right field. So Autumn Hughes out there now pitching. There's a first swinging. Close to trying to do some damage here as Everest leads 7-0. That's a high fly ball, left field. Looks like Claire Healy makes that catch one. So Healy goes out to, or stays out in left field out there. Callista flies out to 7 for the first out. And up to bat is number 16 designated player, Paige Kislow, who was playing third base last inning. And swings and a miss on that first one. There's a drive right back up the middle, right in between the pitcher, Autumn Hughes, and shortstop, Maddie Olson. Oh, runner on first. 1 out for number 19, Allie Zimmerman. Strike 1 call. So let's see if the Evergreens are able to do anything. Foul ball out of play. That one's going to go right out by the back cars here over the visitors' fence. Autumn Hughes up 0-2 with 1 out. Yeah, and thanks to all of our sponsors that have been out that you can see down there right now. It's ZaleskiSports.com that's out there. Calls. And that was a ball. That was as close as you get on that one. 1-2. I'm thinking that based on what I saw there, should have been a put out on that one. There's a pop fly. Kirsch coming in, not able to do anything on that one. All right. You hear that? Zimmerman still up. 1-2 count. And missed field with a lot of spin on that one is Autumn Hughes. And all base runners are safe on that. Oh, runners on first and second. Top of 4. There's a curve. Curve in on that one. See what's able to be done here. That one, a good off-speed pitch. Pysick able to keep that one in front of her and keeping it down in the dirt. 1-1. Up to bat is number 14, Riley Zuliger. Last up to bat was a grounder to second. There's a high heat that Zuliger's not able to stay off of. And 1-2. First inning, she was on in a single, made it over to third. Able to score a few runs. Hughes winds up, sends that one in. That one's high up. Pysick right there, able to make that catch.
We're close. Almost dropped it. Almost dropped it.
Pysick does a great job of keeping her concentration on a pop-up by Zuliger. Abby Dufferin up the bat. And that's a foul ball off the helmet of Pysick there. There's a hit right up through the legs of Autumn. Runner scores from second, so Kissel scores on an RBI single. Zimmerman goes first to third, and Dufferin makes a save. So Crawford up to bat. Crawford last time up got walked in the first inning, single in the Kirsch not able to get to that one. Crawford swings around. So Crawford trying to go for 2 on that one. And gets out at second. Apologize, I'm not able to keep up with everything on the scoreboard there. But after 4.5 innings, DC Everest leads 9-0 here on CW Sportscast. We will be right back.
Want free? Really free rewards checking? We got that. Need a mortgage? Fast and local, which we actually keep?
We've got that.
Want debit card control at your fingertips? Turn it on or off from your smartphone.
How about real-time transaction notifications too?
We got that.
At Valley Communities Credit Union, we've got that, and you can get it too. Call or visit any of our 5 locations to talk with a VCCU team member today.
All right, as we come back, DC Everest leading 9-0 here on the CW Sportscast. Thank you to all of our great sponsors for providing great opportunities for us to broadcast. Zuliger is still in there playing catcher. Kissel out at third. Eckes throwing. Or pitching, I should say. Everest after the first game goes 8-1. Marshville Tigers are 7-2. Red Wisconsin Rapids 6-2. Stevens Point 5-3. Merrill 2-5. And Wausau West 0-7. And the East Lumberjacks are 0-8. So on the first pitch of the bottom of the 4th inning, Eckes throws a strike. Good job by Zuliger trying to frame that one in there. Autumn Hughes, who's been pitching for the Warriors, now steps in there at bat. Again, battle here next week. There's a hit. Lexi Crawford underneath there, calls for it and gets the first out. Big battle of conference matchup here next week. We have Marshfield at Stevens Point. Doubleheader there. Wisconsin Rapids at DC Everest. We'll carry that right here on CW Sports. Drive by number 12, Taylor Hughes, but right out the Kira Hammond in center field. Up to bat, number 11, Maddie Olson. And she pulls that one right over to Robin Kirsch. That was interesting. So, per WA rules, you pull. There's a Robin Kirsch just about get taken out from a pitch. Eckes still in there. Madison Olson up to bat. 2-1 the count. Definitely calls her being consistent. That high one is not necessarily liking that. But we'll see if there's a comeback pitch here. There's a drive. Olson gets over to Kissel. Kissel back over to Schmidt for the putout. So Everest goes 1-2-3 in the inning. On a 5-3 putout. We'll keep it right here. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Last inning, there was no runs, no hits, no error, and one left on. So Eckes has only allowed one base runner through 4 innings. And we are at the top of the order for DC Everest with McKenna Hammond, Kira Hammond, and Haley Schmidt going to lead us off. Again, next week, Marshfield at Stevens Point. That one will be right on Zaleski Sports. With Wisconsin Rapids at DC Everest, that'll be right here on CW Sportscast. We'll have that one game live and happening.
Come on, bro.
So we're now in the top of the 5th with Autumn Hughes still throwing out there. Top of the 5th, top of the order. Kara Hammond, 2 for 3. Was able to get on in the first with an error on the shortstop. Was able to advance the second on an error on the catcher. And then eventually scored when Haley Schmidt knocked her in. Ball 1. So McKenna Hammond here is batting .259 on the season. Swinging high at that one. Tall ball, and just realized that the camera is aiming more towards right field, which has been okay because that's where most of the action's been today. Not too much going over to left field, but Autumn Hughes on the throw. There's a drive. Hammond connects on this one. Healy back to the fence. Hits the fence, not able to find it down in front. Hammond stands up at second, nothing there. So McKennahan off the top of the fence. Drops down with a stand-up double. Key Hammond up to bat now. On the day, 3 for 3, has a single, double, triple. The only thing that she's missing right now is a home run for the cycle. And taking chops at a ball like that is not going to necessarily happen for her. That one was pretty high up there, but she wanted that one in the worst way, trying to go for another double RBI. That one's a ball. I'm not really sure exactly where we're looking at this one for the umpire today. That looked like that one was right over the plate. Catcher really didn't move all that much. Hughes winds up. There's a drive right over us. And 1-2. Oh, Hughes head on the count, 1-2. Kenna Hammond at second. Drive taken there by Key Hammond. Kenna Hammond stays up at first. So single on there. Haley Schmidt up to bat. So McKenna Hammond goes 4 for 4 on the afternoon for the second game. Haley Schmidt has a single. And a strike is called on that one. Key Hammond trying to go for 2 stops about midway out there. Runners on the corners for the Everest, leading 9-0 here, top of the 5th inning. There's a drive for Haley Schmidt. That one's up, and out! Haley Schmidt going yard for the home run. So a 3 RBI for Schmidt on that one, and there's good reason that Coach Matthews held up McKenna Hammond on that one. So 3 RBIs coming in on that home run for Haley Schmidt. Let's see if Callista Fuhrer can now match that. Just over the center field fence there. Callista swinging deep on that one. With that, Everest goes up 12-0. There's a ball. That one's going high. Oh, 2-1 here on Callista. Callista overall is a 462 through last week Tuesday, 3 home runs. There's a foul ball off of the bat right into the umpire on that one. Callista being so polite and apologizing for not connecting on that one and causing a little pain, so you can hear some laughter here. 2-2 count on Callista, 0 outs. Hughes with the delivery and gets the changeup on the strikeout. So great pitching there for Hughes. That's huge.
Oh, I thought it was off. What was that? Oh, it definitely is raining. I feel it. On. Where's the rainbow?
So again, not a lot of beautiful day here for softball at DC Everest softball fields. No, not a lot of wind that's coming in. There's a 3-0 pitch for Page.
No, look.
Maybe every now and then you see a little bit of wind that's coming up. It's coming right behind the catchers here, right behind home plate. And ball 4 for Kislow.
11 for 19. Hold up better.
Isabel Lang will be running for Paige Kislow. And Allie Zimmerman up to bat. Still has 4 straight balls here for Autumn. See if she can pick this one up. A couple drops that are coming through here. There's a swing and a miss. For it to be nice, some nice weather here. Now all of a sudden it's starting to rain, have a couple drops here. Hopefully we'll be able to keep connection here for you and not lose it. There's a strike. So 1 and 2, must have hit the double click there on the strike. So there's the ball. 2 and 2. And Isabel Lang strikes out.
For 14.
So coming in for Megan Wistrom, coming in for Riley Zuger. Hughes with the delivery. Is strike 1. It's a great opportunity for Coach Matthews to get some other players in that normally don't play or not play as much for the Evergreens. There's a strike. Off-speed pitch there by Hughes. Way out in front now with an 0-2 count. So Megan's really got to watch close on this one. And ball 1. Low and inside, seeing if there's any change. There's a high. So they're leading, so 2-2. A couple raindrops coming down here still. And there's a strike. So Autumn takes care of business on her own with 3 strikeouts this half inning, but not before Haley Schmidt able to put a 3-run home run over the center field fence. We'll keep it right here as Zuliger is going to re-enter on this as they come back out at third base for Megan. So Megan gets the hit, or the at-bat, and strikes out. It's more than likely will be the last So Allison Kirsch is re-entering in for her sister Robin. I got it. As far as that goes, and Allison will be up to bat here first in the bottom of the 5th inning. Again, we do thank all of our sponsors: King Campers, Dan Service Plus, Joan Matthews, Coldwell Banker Realty, and Valley Community Credit Union. Without your support, we don't have this opportunity to bring you this broadcast live and free to all of the spectators not able to make it out here today. Well, surprisingly, we actually have a little bit of rain that's dropping out here. But we are in the bottom of the 5th with DC Everest leading 12-0. First pitch, 1 pitch, and Kirsch sends that one off. And there goes the no-hitter for Eckes. Duffin drops that one.
That was a very smart play.
So
Good play.
So Pysick pops that one up and gets an unassisted at 1. Not much Kirsch could do on that one as she had to stay at first for the infield fly. Sophia is now on at first on a fielder's choice. So 1 out. So as we sort this out, Lambrick's up to bat. So the inning's going quick here. So 1-1 on. It's definitely do or die time here for the Warriors. They need to score 3 runs to keep this game going. There's a drive by Lambrick in the center field. Hammond's right there to make that catch. So Key Hammond over running and getting that one. Sophia Pysick still stuck at first base. There's a drive. So Aiden Galligan up to bat here for the Warriors. Way out in the front of the base. Takes ball 1. So 1-1. Wausau West is down to their final out for this afternoon. It's up to Aiden to keep this game alive. A lot of green out there. Infield's playing a little deep here for the dribbler. There's a strike as Aiden kind of jumps back there. So Eckes staring this one down. There's a drive. Dufferin has it. Off of Dufferin. So Miranda Nelson, who walked and broke up the perfect game there in the third inning for Eckes. So West has a little momentum here going with a walk, or excuse me, with a single and an error. Zuliger going back to get that one as it gets by her from the pitch from Eckes. And you have runners at second and third. There's a strike called right down the middle. Down in the dirt. Nobody going. Pysick stays back.
Go strikes, Cass. No way,
Turn one. Nelson still up there. And a poke. Schmidt right there, make the grab, just in foul territory. And even though West was right there to get it really close, that's gonna do it for us for this the second game. So we will be right back to wrap things up here from DC Everest Softball Field after some words from our sponsors. You are watching Everest Softball, Everest Fast Pitch on CW Sports.
Want free, really free rewards checking? We got that. Need a mortgage, fast and local, which we actually keep?
We've got that.
Want debit card control at your fingertips? Turn it on or off from your smartphone.
How about real-time transaction notifications too?
We got that.
At Valley Communities Credit Union, we've got that, and you can get it too. Call or visit any of our 5 locations to talk with a VCCU team member today.
In my neighborhood, if we have a problem with our heating, everyone knows who to call, and that's Dan Service Plus.
On our street, there's only one company that we trust for our plumbing, and that's Dan Service Plus.
No matter how cold or hot it is outside, home comfort is important to us. When we need maintenance, we know who to call, and that is Dan Service Plus.
Dan Service Plus is now your exclusive Daikin Comfort Pro dealer, featuring Daikin Comfort for Life. Dan Service Plus, one call does it all.
All right, again, and welcome back to DC Everest Fields, where Everest wins 2 games for Wisconsin Valley Conference action. First game 14-0, second game 12-0, both in 5 innings. Eckes takes a quick game 2 in 41 pitches. Pitched a little bit in the first game as well. West drops to 0-8 on the season, while DC Everest jumps up in the standings to 9-1. So depending on how the outcome is for Wisconsin Rapids is playing Wausau East. And East can stick with teams, but in the end they tend to fall off a little bit there, but who knows what could happen. So at 9-1 now, Everest leads in the conference over Marshfield. Marshfield and Merrill play tomorrow night at 5 p.m. as the second game of their doubleheader got rained out last week Tuesday with those nasty storms that came through. So Marshfield needs to pull out a win here to stay close to Everest. Wisconsin Rapids was in action against East. Like I said, I have a feeling that they're coming out with this one 8-2, which is going to set up a fantastic game next week Tuesday as the conference wraps up here at DC Everest Softball Field with some great games for the conference. Stevens Point was at Merrill this afternoon for a doubleheader. Don't have any scores on any of the games there, but if we get that while we are wrapping things up, we'll definitely update you on that. But as we stand, the conference standings, DC Everest is on top with a 9-1 record. Marshfield Tigers are 7-2. Wisconsin Rapids at 8-2 unofficially. Stevens Point is 5-3. Merrill Blue Jays 2-5. Merrill and Marshfield play tomorrow. Wausau West drops to 0-8, and Wausau East Lumberjacks is 0-8. But if they were to lose 2 against Wisconsin Rapids, they drop to 0-10. So remaining conference schedule for the Wisconsin Valley next is tomorrow, Wednesday, June 2nd, Merrill is playing at Marshfield. That game is set to start at 5 p.m. That'll be carried right here on Zaleski, on our broadcast partner, ZaleskiSports.com. Thursday, June 3rd, will be Wausau East at Wausau West. That's a doubleheader. That starts at 4 o'clock. Monday, June 7th, Merrill at Wausau West. That is a doubleheader. That's to start at 4 o'clock. Then on Tuesday, June 8th, we have all 4 top teams in action, which is set to be a tight race. Everest wins 1 against Rapids, and they have the conference standings, and they take the Wisconsin Valley Conference outright. If they lose, then we have a battle at the top on the outcome of the Marshfield at Stevens Point game as well. So a lot of action that could happen in regards to that. DC Everest does take 2 though this afternoon with a 12-0 win in Game 2, 14-0 in Game 1. Kissel gets the win in Game 1, Eckes in Game 2 for that. We do appreciate everyone that's tuning in for that. We especially appreciate our sponsors, Valley Community Credit Union, Dan Service Plus, King's Campers, Joan Matthews, Coldwell Banker. And just as a reminder, if you need a real estate agent who really listens to what you want in a home, call Joan Matthews, Coldwell Banker at 715-574-6011. If you're in need of an agent who knows how to effectively market your home so it sells, call Joan Matthews, Coldwell Banker at 715-574-6011. The real estate market is red hot, and you need Coldwell Bankers, Joan Matthews, to help guide you in the market and care for your financial goals. Plus, Joan lives in Schofield and knows your neighborhood. Vote JoanMatthews.com to schedule an appointment today. Again, thank you, Joan Matthews, for your sponsorship, along with Dan Service Plus, King's Campers, and Valley Community Credit Unions. West drops 2 to Everest, and Everest takes a commanding lead in the conference at 9-1. This is Tony Hollander for CW Sports and Zaleski Sports. Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for the conference title games again when Everest takes on Wisconsin Rapids here at DC Everest Softball Complex. For now, have a great night and enjoy the rest of your beautiful week.